How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Real Mind. Today we are diving into Dexter New Blood with episode number 1. The way we left things off was not necessarily satisfying. I feel like there was just so many different ways that it could have gone, and better ways. There's definitely worse ways it could have gone, but it kind of left me, wanting for more. Not necessarily in that I wanted more story for Dexter. I'm glad that we have some, but in that I just wanted more out of that finale. But anyway, we are hopping into New Blood here. Last we left off, Dexter took off into a hurricane, didn't die, and he's now some kind of lumberjack. I don't know where he's at, but maybe some kind of cold weather area. There seemed to be a lot of rain and stuff, so I don't know. We also left Harrison with Hannah down in Argentina. Not really sure what's going to be happening with that. I'm sure we're going to see them at some point. I don't think they would just drop those characters entirely, so looking forward to that. And of course, Deb died, which was a major deal at the end of Dexter season 8. So I assume we're going to be dealing with some kind of depressive Dexter. Maybe he's still a lumberjack. Maybe he's doing something different. I don't know, but we'll find out. Let's roll it. Okay, so no intro, I guess. Which makes sense, of course. We would have to get a new one. Unless this is gonna be the intro. Looks like he's hunting. Very upbeat. I can definitely understand some of the hype maybe for people who had been waiting a long time for this, finally hopping back into Dexter. I feel like that's the reason why they would start it off on such a high note. See the bright and hollow sky over the city's rip-back sky. Oh, a white deer. The white stag. I think a sign of good luck. I don't remember the exact folklore on that.
The white stag is often depicted as a messenger from the other world, and its appearance is associated with great change or the delivery of a message. In this case, of course, signaling Dexter's change, as I discuss a little later in the reaction.
So he still can't kill it, I guess? That might be what they were trying to get across in that moment. Well, I guess still can't kill would be the right way to say it. He's got his own little frontier homestead here. Some livestock. It's like the classic action hero gets away from it all scenario. Some general's gonna come down. Reminds me of that Key and Peele.
Wasn't easy tracking you down, Decker.
Wasn't supposed to be.
So he's maybe Alaska somewhere. Definitely northern area. Maybe up the eastern coast.
It's on the floor.
Who's that?
Are you ready for tonight?
Oh, Deb. What? She taking the place of Harry. I'm glad to see that kind of, It would make sense, the way that he holds on to these type of things, And I'm glad to see Jennifer Carpenter back, of course. Yeah, they really have a perfect little loophole with the projections that he has to bring back characters whenever we need to, Because we got it with his brother. We're getting it with Deb now. We had it with Harry. Ooh. I like that. Wow. If that's the new shot, that's pretty crazy. Very fast paced. Really? Are they worrying about speeding on this road, or is something out with his vehicle or something? There's nobody on the road. They probably don't get very much business anyway, though. And on the gun. What's up?
James Lindsay, huh?
Jim.
I'm gonna need you to step out of the vehicle, sir.
Why? She didn't even state the reason for these stops.
Hands on the truck.
Do they know each other or something? What's up? Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, like,
You have the right to remain silent.
I can make noise if I want to, right?
Chief Bishop, Angela, Mrs. Gross's sheep got loose on the Steiner property.
yeah, figure they're very, they don't have very much going on out here. Staying close to the police however he can. Seems like a pretty peaceful place, you know? I think we got a sign of where they are. I didn't pay attention to that. I just saw the cop car. Just waiting for the conflict to arise, though. Like, what? Why are we catching up with Dexter now? You know, what's going on?
Are you coming to the match next week?
I'm sure gonna try. Go Hawks!
What's up, Jimbo? How are you and Angela doing?
Jimbo. Good old Jimbo. Kyle Butler's really gotten his life together.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so he does work with tools. Like, it's just like a general hunting shop, you know?
Please tell me you have a strawberry cream cheese sweet roll in there.
The boss speaketh, and so it shall be done. F.
I don't know what I...
So it's Fred's, or Freddy's? Fred's?
Just so you know, it's gonna be a stress-eat kind of week. Brian and I are adopting. It's so much pressure.
Wow, yeah, I can only imagine.
Brian wants to call him Garfield.
Harrison, yeah.
I mean, who names a dog after a cat?
Evidently Brian does.
I think this pup looks more like a Gromit, don't you?
On this one, I think I'm basically
I mean, Gromit is white and black, though.
Brown!
They can do what they want.
How can I help you?
I just rolled into town with my posse. Gonna need a big ass.
All right.
The best BBL in history.
Wow. Hey, easy there.
With a problem?
Yikes.
Anyway, how about that rifle?
Washington 783 will do the job. It's got a good scope, solid construction. You drop it a dozen times.
Kind of reminds me of Jeremy back in season 1. It's like who goes and buys a knife and like swings it around in front of the person they're trying to buy it from?
Make his one look like a super soaker. So.
I guess unhinged people. Idiots.
What the actual fuck, man?
It happens sometimes. It's just a 24-hour hold while the FBI checks on your record.
You know, you break a rule, sometimes you might even have a little fun.
You guys don't know who they're talking to.
Gotta keep your guard up, dude! Man, I didn't shit myself.
God.
Come on, let's get out of here. Let's get our swerve on.
They're doing nothing to make him very, like, likable at all.
Jim.
You know, I get it, though. Just messing around, but still. Relax yourself, bro. Save that stuff for outside of the shop where you're buying weapons.
Jim, I heard a red flag came up on Matt Caldwell. Seems like trouble follows Caldwell the Lesser wherever he goes.
There really are no...
Well, he is the trouble, probably.
I bet it was that boat crash out in Ohio. 5 people died.
That whole thing was just a really tragic accident.
The fact that Dex is comfortable here. Or Jimbo. Everybody just is so focused inward.
No body, no pattern, no case. And no...
Serial killer.
Until one of these women turns up dead. The last thing that guy needs is more liquor. Or more firepower.
Let's not talk about work. Let's dance. Can't let Esther and Alan show us up.
Has he had more practice since his Can't Touch This days? Doesn't look like it.
Party tomorrow at my dad's place. You should come.
I'll, see.
Great. Hey, listen. I was thinking,
I'm sorry.
why don't we get out of here?
I kind of like have a personal thing here. Because, like, this guy really reminds me of, like, an old manager I used to have then. And, oh, man. That guy's vibe, like, he was a nice guy. And he always, like, had a good intention, you know, but it just felt so fake. I'm not gonna lie.
How much is a plain burger without cheese or anything?
$7.50.
What if I don't get fries?
Doesn't come with fries, honey.
Hey, Jess, put it on my tab. Fries too.
Thanks. Seriously.
So we saw a picture of her and somebody else, maybe a sister. Did she, like, lose a sister or something? Maybe she feels sisterly towards her.
It's my smart doorbell. Audrey's got way too many kids over.
Mm.
Oh, aren't you glad they didn't have these things when we were younger?
Yeah, I bet he is. I mentioned it so many times. Was catching up to him in season 8. Weird. I wonder what that. I mean, obviously, like a synthetic sound, but like a sled going back and forth. Like, what is that? Kind of sound a little bit like a rattlesnake.
Beautiful.
So is this like a ritual for him? I mean, it's clearly a well-run path. Oof, that CG was a little bit too quick. The animation of that running. I wonder if, what's his name is going to take that stag out. I can see that happening.
Almost 10 years.
Stick to your routine.
10 years, huh?
Right. Routine, routine, routine.
Yeah, a replacement for the donuts. Cinnamon buns. Honestly, I'd prefer the cinnamon buns.
Of your eyes blue in the mirror, hypnotized and haunted.
I wonder who's the musician behind this.
I find a solitary head.
I know Michael C. Hall makes music. I think one of the songs I've heard sounds kind of like this. What's going on here?
Shame on you!
Climate change.
Drilling is killing!
So much for routine.
Don't you have a test today? What good's math if people like Edward Olson destroy the planet?
We brought you some cocoa to warm you up. Please, enjoy.
You're gonna throw it at him.
You keep fighting for what you believe in, guys. That's what makes this country great, right?
Got him. We fucking got him.
I mean, yeah, but bro didn't have to shut down the whole restaurant for a meeting, you know?
Matt Caldwell's been cleared. He wants the gun dropped off at his dad's lodge.
Should we really sell him that gun?
$9 grand? Yeah. It's called combat. Plus, Matt's dad's been a real friend to us for years, so.
It doesn't matter, man. I mean, like, if he passes everything, like, legally, yeah, has every right to buy it. That, dude just seems a little bit off.
I don't know why Matt throws these things. He always ends up holed up in some bedroom anyways. Yo, it's me. My bad.
I mean, like, what did he expect to find? I kind of feel like Dexter right now. Or Jimbo. I don't care about these guys. Why am I here?
Brought her here, you know that? Of course she ends up with him. It's always the fucking same.
Okay.
You know what they call me?
Bill?
Dickface.
Oh.
Because of the scar.
Oh, yeah.
I covered for him, man. I lied at my trial so that he could go free and bang my girlfriends. Can't believe that I was... $2 grand.
Bro, Matt is Dexter's level of moaning.
That was wasted. He hated that guy. Lost $500,000 some deal because of him. You want to know the worst part?
Is bro crying on there? Like, what is going on?
The other guy gave up, and Matt just drove right fucking into him anyway. This all stays between us, huh?
You're looking at the guy where secrets go to die.
Literally.
The owner is prohibited from operating the weapon while intoxicated.
A little late for that.
Hard to set those instincts down, even in a small town, I guess. I don't blame him, though. Any person with eyes and a brain would be hesitant to give this guy a weapon.
You all right, Jim? Jim?
Asks him if he's alright while pointing a gun directly at him. The character building for this guy. Yeah, he must have been being watched. But who would have been watching him? Is this his girl maybe trying to surprise him? I don't know. I think he would have seen her vehicle, though.
What the hell are you doing?
Is this Harrison?
Dexter Morgan? It's me, Harrison.
Hey, found him.
You can't. Everyone close to you dies. That's why we're here.
I mean, he came to him, but like, wow, he can't just turn him
I don't know
away.
who you're talking about.
Oh no. He has to remember.
But you look just like I remembered.
Just have one of those faces, I guess.
If you don't want me, fucking say it.
Dokes, LaGuerta, Rita.
Yeah, I mean... Ugh.
Me? Everyone.
Oh wow, Harrison was getting like a little bit of a blood thing going on.
I hope you find whoever you're looking for.
Dang, man. Wow. So 10 years, Harrison, I don't know. I think Harrison was like 5? Yeah, that's insane, man.
You did the right thing. He'll be safer with Hannah.
Where is Hannah, speaking of which? But honestly, yeah, like I kind of agree with the dev apparition. It's better for Dexter not to have anybody close to him. But I don't know, like now, it's been 10 years, he hasn't killed, you know? He's a different person, but I guess as we're seeing, those tendencies are starting to like slowly seep back in. And having Harrison back in his life might make that even stronger.
I hate to see you like this. If you had died first, I would have been lost in the world without you.
I mean, that's definitely his just perception. Yeah, I feel like this thing is gonna die. Either I think Will is gonna shoot it or Dexter's going to shoot it. And that's going to usher in the new Dexter coming back, the new blood, you know? I feel like he's going to fall back into his old ways. Somehow, some way.
Has to happen.
Man, I think the timing of this animation is just a little bit off, you know? Maybe the gravity, maybe the weight of it. It's just very off. Wow. Heart-to-heart moment with this thing. Yeah.
You see that, man? You see what I did there, Jim?
Yeah. I mean, I saw that coming a mile away, but like...
It's been a long time.
Damn.
But if I'm gonna do this, I need to do it right.
Yeah, the snow does provide a bit of a complication. It's back in business. Like I was saying, yeah, it's going to usher in a new... No M99 this time. I wonder how long that's going to last. Nah, the heroic music. That's killing me. Yeah, like Dexter's gonna kill somebody again. Not that I have any real like love for this guy. They didn't do anything make you feel compassion for him. So,
Hey, let's talk about what you did.
You mean the deer?
He didn't do anything wrong.
You're fucking crazy, man.
Arguably, but not the point.
Then what?
I don't think it's arguable.
Own it.
Or? I did everything you said on the boat, okay? It's true, I admit it. I was wrong.
Yeah, he was definitely intoxicated, so it's like...
Fuck you, man. My dad, when he finds out what you did to me, he is gonna find you.
Is this the oil guy's son?
Life is short, dude.
After 10 years, how does it feel?
Tonight's the night.
Oh, we're getting a new
Hello,
blood
Dexter
thing.
Morgan. What to do with you?
I mean, into the ice?
Not exactly Miami Bay. But
Yeah.
It does have a hole in it.
Yep. I don't know. Is that going to come back to bite him, you know?
My life has always been truth adjacent.
Man. So interesting, the difference, you know? He just called back to episode 1 of Dexter. Now you were just driving in the car, searching for a kill. Kind of reminded me of that. Now he's gonna get Harrison. Awesome.
You were right. I'm Dexter Morgan, your father. Come home.
So yeah, now stuff is just gonna start crumbling, you know. This old Jimbo life. At this point, it's done. I think, you know. Now there's just gonna be so many questions. In this town, people talk like we've seen how fast they talk, right? They made sure to establish that. So you know, me asking like, who's this guy? They're gonna say it's his son. If that's the case, then okay, like now we need to look into the past.
Taught me.
Figure out who Jimbo really
Kept
is.
me alive. And that's exactly what I'm going to do for my son.
Teach him, I guess maybe stuff to do with this kind of life. I don't know. Harrison hasn't really shown any signs of Dexter's inclinations that we've seen. Okay, and now we're getting the blood theme. Very cool. I definitely like the change in the style for sure. I will say this episode felt pretty long. I think they did a good job of like letting us know, okay, like this is where Dexter's at or Jim is at, right? This is what's going on. This is who's in his life. This is what he's been doing. Putting us into this world because I'm like, we're picking up, I think, exactly where the downfall is going to start to begin, right? It was really mirrored with that stag, I guess, buck, whatever. Having that moment, you know, being at peace and then getting killed, you know, of course that would signal that moment, and I figured that would be the symbolism. I'm not really too sure, which I'm not usually too sure about, like the antagonists that we're going to see throughout the seasons in the first episode of these of Dexter. Any season, really. The oil guy, perhaps. An older Harrison. I wasn't expecting to see Deb back in this manner. I don't know if she's going to stick around because he has departed from all of that. She was really keeping him, I guess, in this life, you know, keeping him on the routine, reminding him of that, of what he had left behind him in Miami. I don't know if she's going to be sticking around to be that voice of like, you need to slow down, you need to stop, or if it was just for this episode, just to kind of like bring Jennifer Carpenter in and, you know, give her a little bit of a role in this new season, which I'm fine with, you know, if that's the case. But if she's going to be continuing on, that'll be cool too. I don't really expect to see Harry. We said goodbye to him in season 8, so we are dealing with Harrison now as well. He said he is an evolving monster, and I think that definitely is highlighted in this, in that he, it's not Miami, right? There's not a plethora of people that are, serial killers here. However, we do still have that case with the missing women. None of them have turned up dead yet that we know of. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to tie in, but yeah, we'll find out. As always, if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.